What's up, y'all? I'm back again with another video. Welcome to my channel. This is part two of what I was just talking about, Enki and Jesus connection. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It's called Alien Society. Just to see what my channel is about, you got to go to my, I guess, promoted video there, so you can kind of see what this channel was about, or is still about, until this very day. I'm still waiting for the Valiant Thor promoters to come forward and tell me that Valiant Thor is not Frank Ernest Strange's. Because at the end of the day, we know that that story is a hoax. And I'm going to keep saying it because I know it is. I got proof that it is. Howard Menger's story is a hoax. I think that people need to stop talking about the 1950s supposed abduction or alien contact times, because we're in the 2020s, y'all. So all that 1950s bogus stories are not going to be really compared to what we're about to witness in this lifetime, 2025. Are we about to see extraterrestrial revealing themselves to humanity? Hey, maybe that might be the case, but we don't know yet. If you remember that, just like watching a movie, NASA left us with a little cliffhanger there when they said UAPs are not of extraterrestrial origin, but then they said, well, but we do not know what they are. So he's still leaving a cliffhanger there. It's almost like saying, believe it or not, we might have scientific breakthrough. But, a lot of us believe that extraterrestrial life has been here for the longest time. Or star people. Call them whatever you like. Call them gods if you want to call them gods. They went by many names, as I just said right now, and I will continue the story. Jesus and Enki. So Jesus is still the same person as Enki. It goes even through other mythologies as well. It's like crossovers, but it's still the same person all the time. If it's not this god, it's another god. Enki or Enlil, Anu, Ninhursag. I can keep going with the top ones, of course. The names Inanna, Nanar, Sin. You have Utu. So see, there's more. There's more. Marduk. It's quite a couple of them, y'all. Are you ready to be red pilled today, man? You sure? Because if you are still here watching this video, you should hit that like button just to show me that you appreciate my content. Help me rise this channel, man. Help me out, y'all. I'm taking it from my personal time to educate as well as be educated, because I like to learn from other channels as well. I'll be watching other channels out there, of course. There's quite a lot of good ones too, but I think that a lot of y'all gotta be careful with certain channels because they're not there to tell you facts. They're there to play with you just so you can give them views. Not me. I'm here to show y'all facts. So the facts that I'm talking about right now, it's that we might indeed have scientific discovery, as they will call it. And I'm talking about NASA, probably with Donald Trump, and Space Force. Watch, man. You guys are going to see, man. I just think it's interesting how, what was it? I think it was 10 years ago that the NASA administrator, and I said this before in my other videos, that the NASA administrator in 2015, I believe it was, said that we may discover extraterrestrial life by 2025. Guys, what year are we in, y'all? Is interestingly, since I've heard that, well, y'all heard it too if you've seen it before. It's on YouTube. You can see it. You go back and then you realize all of a sudden these drone activities been happening all throughout America. Not just America, throughout the entire world. And I already spoke on this on many of my other videos that I just recently posted. But I will continue to mention that because that's something very important for all of us. You will see at some point that I know, I'm sorry guys, I be moving around the mouse on the screen. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get caught up in this red pill zone that I'm speaking from the spirit, man, you know? I got a lot of tons of videos, man. I'm still going to be working with shorts. I decided to stop for a little bit because I believe that putting too much shorts is going to take too much time. I have to look for an AI to help me to do that part because it's a lot quicker. Meanwhile, I'll keep doing my videos the way I do it without the AI part because I want people to see that this content that I make is my own and not from no AI program or anything like that. I'm here to keep this, 1,000% human being because that's what we are. Now, I think it's interesting how we live in the age of technology, y'all. Remember, this is pretty much the Aquarian age, if you want to call it that. It pretty much is. It's all technology. Smartphones, smart television, smart cameras, smart this, smart that, social media explosions, um, AI now came to the scene. It's funny because a lot of us who've watched The Terminator, The Matrix, and other movies that talk about AI, I think it's interesting how it all came to, materialize. It's an interesting thing, man, but it's tough to really break down certain things sometimes because some things, if you say some things, people are going to always respond in a negative way, regardless of what it is. Even if your spirit guides you to go forward with the things that you presented, right? Like I'm doing right now, where I'm talking about Enki and Jesus and their connection being the one and the same person, because it does seem that way. But there's more connection to it all, man. There really is. That's why I said in the previous video, I was saying everything is definitely connected. Everything is connected. Everything, literally, everything's connected. There's things we're not going to agree with on this planet. There's things that we're going to agree with on this planet. You was born to be rich person, politician, king, queen, um, peasant, poor person, homeless guy or gal. Um, you get what I'm saying. If we're talking about the cycle of reincarnation, because you know how some people would be like, "Oh yeah, you chose to come here," and so you mean to tell me that I chose to come to Earth to become a slave again? That's kind of weird. That wake up to be a slave to do the same thing over and over again and do nothing else with my life other than, uh, you know, the working thing. Work, 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 work. Because that's how it goes. You got a workforce. Um, that's pretty much why Enlil told his brother Enki um, to create, a species that can take the, if you will, the world from the Igigi, the workforce, to take it away from them. And so Enki made human beings that be us. So it was for us to take the burden of the Igigi throughout the entire of human race, all the way till you die. It's almost like, damn, they didn't present no test for us. I mean, I believe there is a test that they have for us. They're just waiting on us. But it seems like we're too distracted with the most stupidest things on this planet that we forget that we are a lot more than a human being. I know some people know what I'm talking about, and some people don't. Some people will be like, well, this guy is like out of his, because like I said, are you ready to be red pilled? If you're here is because you really want to learn something you've never even thought that was possible. Like extraterrestrial life, or we about to discover extraterrestrial life, or rather reveal. It's a lot of things going on. Now, if you take that blue pill, clearly you're gonna laugh at me, scoff at me, say this dude is crazy. He's just like those other grifters, and all that other stuff. Because there are some people that, once again, they use their channel for the wrong purpose, to lie. I'm not going to be doing this channel to be lying, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to help you see what I didn't see in the beginning, but now I see. So if you see what I'm talking about right now, then you clearly are on the right path. You know how Jesus made the little comment on the Bible where he says, I speak to you in parables? So, always got to remember that he speaks to his chosen in parables. Meanwhile, he speaks to the satanic people and, Satan's children or Satan's minions in the language that they understand. Gee, I bet a lot of y'all didn't even know that the Archangel Michael is actually Marduk, Enki's son. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Look it up. You'll see there's similarities between the Archangel Michael and Enki's son, Marduk. Yes, the name Marduk, everyone knows that, the Babylonian god. Um, if you're familiar with how he became the king of the gods, check out the story. It's pretty much like a mirroring story from Enki and Enlil, where Enki battles his father Apsu, and Enlil battles Tiamat. Okay? Or Namu. But of course, the Babylonians have taught the story that Marduk stepped up now. So that means that Enki and Marduk ruled in the same, in the same time, but Marduk became the king of the earth, on earth. You know how they say in the Bible, oh, Satan will rule for 1,000 years. It will be 1,000 years of peace, or whatever it is. Um, that's interesting, man. Like I say, whether you believe it's fiction or reality, hey, man, we've been lied to for so many thousands of years by these individuals that, once again, are minions of Satan, Lucifer, and Lil. I know people heard me say the name Lucifer and going to be like, well, that's supposed to be Inanna or Enki. It can be, yes, but you have to understand that